As I'm doing things, I'll bring you guys more content. Getting closer toward that time of training camp. Definitely looking forward to that. Want to start talking about some training camp battles. Want to start talking about some training camp battles. Some things I'm looking forward at training camp. Ooh. Also, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It's a lot of people doing content. Some amazing work, man. Some amazing work out there. But training camp is coming. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Don't nobody cover training camp better than West Coast. What up with you, G? Hey, baby. What's up with you, Gary? Hey, Gary, if you can request to be in my live, I might let you up in that motherfucker. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. What's up with you, April? What up with you, Troy? Appreciate you for coming in. Oh, snaps. Hey!
Yo!
Hell going on here, man?
Yo, what's good, man?
Let me find out we done found a whole new way to do shows, man.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I heard you talk about camp battles, man. I had to jump in here.
hey, listen to me. YouTube, y'all can't see him, but let me know if y'all can hear him on YouTube. If you can hear, hey, Henny, I want you to say, go Cowboy. Hold on. Go, I want you to scream, go Cowboys. YouTube, tell me if you can hear him.
Go Cowboy.
Did y'all hear that, YouTube? If y'all heard that, we rocking. We did. Oh, he said, I hear him. He said, okay. April did, yeah, okay. Oh man, we on the hood. We on the hood, God. We on the hood, God. Let's go. Let's go. Say, man, you guys already know what it is. Whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you must do. First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody. Hey, theoretically, I could get Landlord on YouTube, and we could have Landlord on YouTube, you on Facebook, and all of us doing the show. That's dope.
Man.
So, yo, hey, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, the two things you must do. First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need, hey, your service kind of went crazy wherever you went. So make sure you guys hit that share button. He says we taking pics. He says we still taking pics at training camp, right? Hell yeah, Arturo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Hell yeah. All right, so let's get it, man. Let's get it. So, yo, first thing I'm going to do is I need everybody right now to share. We got to get the shares back up. We got to get the numbers back up. Hey, got to get the numbers back up. Got to get the shares back up. If we get the shares back up, everything else is going to come. You know what I'm saying? So I need everybody to be like my boy Craig, who's going to get my first new edition of my Run the Damn Ball hats that's about to come out, and hit that share button, because don't nobody share like my boy Craig, unless somebody trying to show me something new. You know what I'm saying? Next thing, whenever West Coast goes live, there's things called stars. What are stars? Stars are like super chats. They're a monetary way for you, the content watcher, to show the content creator, your boy West Coast, that you rock with the content. You feel me? Now, we about to go through this real quick. And I'm gonna say what's up to a couple people. After that, we getting right into the content, man. Derek Thomas, what's up with you? Craig Lofton, what's up with you? Felicia, what's up with you? April Barnes, what's up with you? Gary Aaron, what's up with you? Old country ass. Troy Park, what up with your boy? Desmond Ironman, what's up with your boy? Who else we got up in here? Desmond Ironman, we got up in here. I see you. April Barnes is on 2 platforms. I see you. And that's about it. I mean, we got more people coming in too, but that's what we got up in here right now. So let's get to it. I'm gonna start off with a question. We're gonna answer a question, because this is the first question I seen. I'm trying to charge my phone. All right. Well, actually, I don't listen. We didn't already talked about. Well, I might as well go and give you my thoughts. Do I think Zeke is gonna come back? Because that was the first question I saw. Do I think Zeke is gonna come back? Realistically, it's really hard for me to say, man. Listen,
really I think it's hard for everybody to say until training camp.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if the Dallas Cowboys go out there and they see something out of these young guys, if they see Malik Davis, take a step in his development, or they see Hunter can do it in the live preseason game. He could be a short yardage back or something crazy like that. Then they might not feel like they need Zeke. But if they go out there, they can't do nothing that they ask them to. Stuff the short yardage situations. They doing this, that, and the third. And I think they definitely call Zeke Elliott. They send him a little text saying, "Hey, big head, how you been?"
I mean, this is my thoughts on it. I don't think that Zeke views himself as one of these older veterans who is gonna be like if you're an older veteran going into the market, there's benefit in waiting till like after November, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think Zeke still feels like he has to still feel that there's an advantage of him being in training camp. And like if I'm Zeke, I don't know if I want to do it like that my first year into the in this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's kind of like I think I think there might if the Cowboys don't if the Cowboys don't give him a call, I think that might pressure Zeke into getting on a team, bro. Because I don't know if Zeke is I feel like Zeke is one of those dudes that would want to go through training camp. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did held out, but he talked about how he wanted to be there with his guys. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if the running back position is a position you can sign in November.
Probably not.
You know what I mean? There's just some positions, a running back needs to be in training camp with you because he needs to know where he's picking up. But the cool thing about it is, if any running back can come in November or late in the season and be effective for us, it would be Zeke because he already knows what you're doing.
I'm gonna say something like this. I'm gonna say I think Zeke gonna have to be in training camp because they switching the blocking scheme. They're not even gonna be running the same sets he was running. They moved to a zone blocking scheme, so he might need to have his ass in training camp.
Yeah. That's why I say it's hard. It's really, really hard for me to answer that question. If I had to say a yes or a definitive no, I would probably say no.
Well, listen. Desperation
changes everything, though.
The desperation makes the deal. So it may not be first week, but when they get in the pads, we'll know a lot then.
Or I'm gonna tell you this right here: if you go to training camp and Tony Pollard has any form of limp or any form of he's not himself, the obvious thing would be to go get Zeke. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The Cowboys, what they've actually shown over their history is they like to see if other they do be giving their backups opportunities, bro. Dallas, unfortunately, is one of the locations where if you're a backup or you're a guy trying to make it in the league, you will get a shot in Dallas because Jerry don't like spending money. So since you don't like spending money, you always are down to use a guy on your roster. You always gonna believe in your guy on your roster, especially if you ain't trying to spend no money. You're always gonna believe in him. You know what I'm saying? So the thing I'm gonna tell you this right here. Say we go to training camp and Tony Pollard isn't busting the way he's busting or supposed to be busting, then I think the Cowboys would honestly give another guy on the team an opportunity first. And then that guy would have to fail. Or that guy would have to clearly show. So I think we're two bad situations from Zeke coming back because I just don't think they're gonna I'm with you, Henny. I think the Cowboys would only even consider bringing Zeke as if it was clear that they needed him. Clear.
Boy. And they got so many running backs that they trying to figure out right now. There's gonna be a bunch of guys that gonna have to go down the drain. But, I thought Ronald Jones and Camp by it. They talking he gonna be he supposed to be part of the offense. Then Malik Davis. Then you went and got Deuce Vaughn. Then you brought back Rico Dowd. I think a couple guys gonna have to hit their head. Fall flat on their face before the Dallas Cowboys do something. So you're probably about right.
And to be honest with you, think about this. I think you just named 5 running backs, bro. Some of those dudes are just going to flat out cut because you can't
I
keep all
know.
those dudes,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't need to stash running backs on the practice squad. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I just thought about this too, because they're gonna cut, because they're gonna cut down from 90 to 53 in one day. They're gonna be like a second free agent, like we were talking, second free agency, like we were talking about, right? So like they might even go get a young cheap dummy before they go sign Zeke. Just because Zeke now has a set amount of money that he has to make as a veteran.
Hey, somebody said, why sign Zeke back? Dalvin Cook has more left on the tank, and Fournette is better choice. I get it. He was our guy, but we're trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you,
I'm,
Leonard Fournette is not a better running back than Zeke Elliott right now in his career.
well, let me
So
answer the Dalvin Cook thing.
we can talk about Dalvin Cook, but Leonard Fournette is not, and he's not a better running back than Zeke Elliott right now in his career.
Now listen, Dalvin Cook just said he wants close to $10 million. He's not trying to play for five. He wants close to the money that was left on the table with the Vikings. Does that sound like a deal that Jerry Jones is going to do?
Do you think Jerry Jones is going to have two running backs making $10 million? I don't think so.
Yeah. The moment I heard that Dalvin Cook was not trying to play for a veteran minimum, I knew he was not going to be in Dallas, so I stopped talking about it. Like this is the point of the season where I stop hoping and wishing, and I talk about practicality and realism.
Yeah, it's the 24th, bro, and you don't see no PlayStation box under there, you ain't getting it, bro.
Over with.
You feel me?
Hey.
She didn't get it, bro. She didn't get it.
Yeah,
Stop.
Every present on the tree shaped like socks.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like she didn't get it, bro. You're not getting it.
Yeah, so nah. And if you're asking about these Dalvin Cooks was good, I think he's a great running back. I just don't think Dallas Cowboys can afford him or going to try. Well, they can. They're just not gonna pay him. So yeah, so that's where I'm coming with that. It's more realistic for the Dallas Cowboys to give Ezekiel Elliott $1 to $2 million to appease him, plus whatever money he's gonna make from what they owed him for the cut. Then I do believe that they'll go out and give Dalvin Cook a fresh contract.
And I'm gonna tell you this: if you could get Dalvin Cook under $10 million, he'd be a Minnesota Viking.
Yep.
He'd be a Minnesota Viking. Because think about this: the franchise tag is $10 million. Now he can't get the franchise tag because he was already on a contract. But think about this: he just saying that he wants to play on the franchise. He's willing to play on a franchise tag, and they're like, nope.
Basically.
I feel sorry for the running back. I mean, you have the shortest lifespan in football, and then you have like a running back is barely gonna get to their first. Like that's why I say if you're a running back, it almost makes more sense to get drafted in outs. If I'm a running back, I don't want to get drafted in the first round. The reason why I don't want to get, I mean, there's actually good reasons and bad reasons. But I would say if I'm a running back, I want to get drafted in the second round simply because I want to be able to get to my extension faster. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, if you're a running back and you get drafted in the first round, you could theoretically almost never get a contract because they could just keep franchise tagging your ass.
Yeah, because you got 4 years, a fifth-year option. They can tag you twice without having the super big penalty. And because your position, the franchise tag for running backs is $10 million this year. If they keep suppressing it, it might be lower than that the next couple of years. If the franchise tag might actually drop for a damn running back.
Because what they're getting paid is going down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the top guys start making less money, then that's going to affect the overall salary cap. So overall franchise tag. So yeah, there's a possibility that the tag for the running backs drops back down to like $9 million.
Oh my God.
So yeah, realistically have control a first round running back's career for 7 years, the 4 years on rookie deal, the 5th year option, 2 tags. He's out his prime. You never have to pay him a full loan.
Yeah, because a running back 7 years in the league, bro. There's no running back in the league right now that's been in the league 7 years that's getting a brand new contract.
Yeah, look at Zeke. Look at Zeke. There was the end of year 7 for Zeke. Like if Zeke didn't hold out, he would not have got a second contract in Dallas.
I know that's why I said like if I'm the running back position, If you're the running back position, you don't want to be drafted in the first round. You want to be drafted in the second round so that you can get to that extension faster. I mean, they can still technically franchise tag you, but they can't hit you with no 5th-year option and then franchise tag you.
Right. So yeah, they really ain't got no leverage in that, man. They gonna have to do something. The running backs need their own union or something. They gonna have to unionize and stop coming to work or something. There ain't no way, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, the NFL want passing, they want the big plays. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think as long as you have guys like, guys that can make electrifying runs and big plays in the run game, then it'll be that demand. But, fans, for whatever reason, they, not even for whatever reason, because that's just what the sport is. Like, they don't want to see defense. They want to see offense. And that's why when you watch NFL games, you're not actually watching defense. You're watching either good offense or bad offense. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the camera watches the whole entire game. That's why you got to watch the all 22 to be able to see the whole game. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, some other thing. What's some other things that are going on in the Cowboy sphere right now, man?
Man, other things like we did see where
hey, it's a little dark up in there. You gotta go somewhere you can see you.
Hold on, yeah, I'm out here on the porch.
Oh, there you go.
That's about a light.
There you go.
All right, cool. But nah, man, we did see that Michael Parsons and Tyler Smith went to the pass rush summit. So they craft together against Von Miller and them. So that's something that I really respected. These guys ain't on their own vacation, but they still working. So you gotta love it.
Hey, you see that boy Isaiah Simmons from the Arizona Cardinals said he will officially be a defensive end. These dudes just want to get paid, bruh. They not with that. They ain't not letting nobody. They ain't not trying to get played no more.
Yeah, I thought he moved to DB.
What DB? I thought he moved to DN.
I thought he moved to defensive back. He was already a.
Isaiah Simmons, what are you gonna play, a safety?
He gonna probably be a safety. I think he gonna play safety. He already was a coverage linebacker.
Hey, somebody put in the comment book, what position he switched to? Bro, if that mother effer is playing safety, your ass better have your head on a swivel coming through that middle, boy. Luciano says we about to crush in numbers. Gotta sign Lamb, Diggs, and Pollard. Hey, we have the money to sign all those dudes. You want to know why? Because all those guys will be getting called extensions. So they'll be getting contracts, but you won't actually be paying the contracts now. The worst thing that you could do with CeeDee Lamb's deal is let it run out. The worst thing you could do is with Micah Parsons' deal is let it run out. Because when you let the deal run out, it's no longer an extension. It's just like that's a brand new contract. You know what I'm saying? He switched to DB? Okay, that's cool. Okay.
And hey, listen, he's still gonna make more money.
He's still gonna make more money as a DB than he is a linebacker. And unless he's a safety. Safeties don't make a lot of money.
Right. He kind of took a small step, but you also gotta think he probably was on the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, the top linebacker in football makes like $18.9 million. And you know what's crazy? Considering how important the linebacker position is, the linebacker position is getting ripped off. That's who's really getting ripped off, bro. Because if you really think about it, in pay, the linebacker position, the middle linebacker position should be the highest paid position on the defense. Because that's the only real position that you know what I mean, that you can't really get away with not having a good one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. I can sort of see why they are finessing the linebackers like that. Because even so, like everybody be big on this a 4-3 defense, this a 3-4 defense. What personnel packaging do you think the NFL is in 75% of the time?
3-4. No, not 3-4. 4-3.
Nickel, actually.
I was thinking you were talking about the linebackers, like if they have 3 linebackers or 4 linebackers.
Yeah, so a lot of times, there's some teams that don't even have a traditional middle linebacker on the field a lot of the times, man. Look at our team. Like there are multiple teams now that are getting these Hey, he played a little bit of linebacker in middle school, but he been safety. We're gonna put him right here. kind of dudes, man. So like, yeah, they playing so much. They playing so much corner,
Leave that portable charger, please.
huh?
Oh no, you're good.
No, I said they playing so much nickel now, man. I don't know. They might eventually devalue the linebacker position like they devalue the running backs. There's of course I don't think you can totally get away from it, but I think you have to be a. There used to be where you can just be a big 6'5" dude that can hit people real hard, and you be a great linebacker. Now, because of the way that the league is, man, you got to be able to cover. They want you to rush the passer. They want you to do all these other things that wasn't in the original job description.
Yeah, my boy said that's why the stand-up outside linebacker DN is where the money is at. I mean, the reason why stand-up DNs are making so much money is because left tackles are making so much money, and the left tackles are making so much money because quarterbacks are making so much money.
Yep.
Like it was like the quarterback is the most expensive position in football. Okay, so who protects the most expensive position in football? The left tackle. So why does he have to protect the most in position in football? Because there's this another guy that's really expensive rushing him. They're like all connected.
Yep. That is very true. So yeah, man. But I don't know. We definitely. I think the Dallas Cowboys would benefit from having a better middle linebacker, though. Even though they've been running out these big nickel sets. I think we would have been better suited to have a Bobby Wagner on this team over a Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, I mean, I think that ain't. I don't do that. I think that's. I don't know. I think that's a huge. Cowboys made a mistake on that. But one thing I know about the Cowboys and their LVE fetish is they love guys that are willing to work with them. And I think as long as you're willing to work with the Dallas Cowboys, you will be able to, especially if you're like on that bubble cusp, like they don't feel like they have to put pressure on you to not necessarily get a contract or do you a certain way. Then I think you always kind of have room. Cowboys will always have room for those type of players. You know what I'm saying?
Man, real.
You know what I'm saying? But just hold on real quick. Just talking about this offensive line, though. Also, you saw Tyler Smith out there. People are now, dropping a lot of content and a lot of, talking about Tyler Smith playing guard. What are your thoughts on Tyler Smith playing guard in 2023?
Should have been that way. When Tyron Smith was healthy in 2022.
Hey, tilt your camera up just a little bit.
Right.
Boom. There we go.
All right. When Tyron Smith got healthy at the end of 2020, at the end of 2021, he should have got his job back. Well, 2022, he should have got his job back because they drafted him with the understanding he would be the left tackle of the future and the guard of today. It's still today. The sun ain't said or nothing. Like Tyron Smith is still in the building, and if you wanted to get your best five on the field, you would have to think that Tyron Smith is one of your best players. He's still a top 10 left tackle, despite the injuries. He's still a top 10 left tackle when he's on the field. So I'm glad it's not a Dallas Cowboys scenario where they're trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need Tyler Smith to be a center. I don't need him to be a right tackle. I don't need Terrence Steele to play guard or none of that other crazy stuff they were talking about. Just put your best five players at the best five positions for them, and call that your offensive line and just move on.
Somebody said Tyron on his last leg. How y'all know that, man? How y'all know he on his last leg, bro? He got injured. People get injured. Like I'm gonna tell you this: the NFL is a very violent sport, and more importantly, that it is violent. There's more games. Like there's no real healthy players in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I think more players, some people's health gets examined more is because they're in more of a position of need. Like if Patrick Mahomes is misses 2 games, that's a huge thing for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I just think but if you look at it, even Dak Prescott ain't played 17 games since. Well, he ain't played. He's only had 2 opportunities to play 17 games, and he ain't played neither one.
Yep.
So I mean, Dak has missed at least 2 games since 2018. Or
He
2020.
he's missed.
Because
He
in
missed again.
2020 he missed six. No, in 2020 he missed damn the whole season.
Yeah, he only played 5 games in 2020. He missed one game in 2021, and then we all know he missed 5 games this year. So Dak Prescott missed a nice little chunk of games. He did,
He didn't miss
but you know,
11, 12.
ain't no ain't nobody talking about Dak Prescott though, bro.
He didn't miss 17 games in 3 years.
He missed 17 games in 3 years,
26,
but
11, 12,
nobody's talking about
15.
Dak though, are they?
Damn, that's 5 games a year.
Yeah, yeah. You average it out, yeah.
But praise God, well, all of it was technically in 1 year. But bro, 5 games a year not having your starting quarterback, that'd be crazy. Imagine if we had to do that again next year.
Knock on wood somewhere, cuz.
Like honestly, it would almost lead you to believe that the Cowboys should have took some chances at some of these backup quarterbacks. Like, bruh, seeing Hendon Hooker throw a ball at the Detroit Lions camp, that mess was irritating. I ain't gonna lie, that ball looked so pretty.
Well, they like their guys. Cooper Rush. He looks so good throwing the ball. He has so much command of the offense. You know how Jared Jones he talking about these guys. Hey, he a good salesman though. If I didn't know any better, I would almost believe him. If I went into this blind and I didn't know who Cooper Rush is, and you heard him talk about him, I would have swore this man was a future Pro Bowler.
Mm. And I'm gonna tell you, I tell you we were gonna talk about matchups. I'm gonna tell y'all the biggest matchup I'm looking for in YouTube. My phone about to die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, one of the biggest matchups